For the upcoming Transformers 1 movie this September, we have Bumblebee B127. This is going to be a deluxe class action figure. This is a figure that I found at my local Walmart. So for those of you guys who are interested in looking for this product, so those are the codes. So let's get on with the review. For dimensions in vehicle form, it is 6 inches in length with a width of 2 inches. This is a 360 view of Bumblebee B127 in vehicle form. The base action figure in robot form or in his humanoid form is around 5.5 inches. Let's do a quick 360 view of B127 or Bumblebee for Transformers 1 movie. So the chest plate of the action figure, this piece is removable. So with the weapons. Okay. So this is how the action figure looks without that chest piece or centerpiece or chest armor. That centerpiece is non-removable. As for comparison purpose, we have Voyager class Transformers 1 Optimus Prime. So B127 or Transformers 1 Bumblebee is not short of weapons. Well, of course, the knife is going to be very short. But what I mean is this figure has blade and blaster. Okay. So the blade attaches to the right forearm. As you could see, there are pegs and it attaches to the section of the weapon system. Easy peasy. Okay. As for the blaster, so this is how the blaster looks or the details of the blaster. Of course, it's quite hollowed out, but it attaches to the left hand. That way. And let's put B in a action pose. There you go. Okay, so this is how the action figure looks with his weapons attached. For storage in vehicle form, as I have showed earlier, actually you could combine both systems as a single unit. And these two pegs attaches on the roof section of B. Okay, so let's discuss articulation points on B127. Okay, so let's bring the light closer to the object. Okay, as for the head unit, so that is the details of the head unit. We have a little bit of nodding up and down because of, I think, how the internal structure of the head is designed. So even if it's on a ball joint, the nodding is going to be very limited. But as for looking left and right, don't have a problem with articulation on that. Okay. As for the arms, so these sections is possible because also of transformation. So T-poses, not a problem. Well, if you're going to really articulate the figure, the arms are going to pop off, but it could easily be put back in. So full rotation, we have rotation on the bend of the elbow. So that is how the elbow bends, 390 degrees, but we don't have any articulation on the handset. Moving towards articulation on the body. We don't have any bends, but we have sideways movement. So this is the details of the chest. As for the leg, so kicking forwards, not a problem. Kicking sidewards, not a problem. Kicking backwards is not a problem. We have enough clearance. As for bends on the knee, 90 degrees. And because of transformation, we have that wide area. Well. Anyway, so as for articulation on the leg, we don't have any articulation point aside from this. So we don't have any ankle rocker. It's just going to be this movement because of transformation. Okay, so this is how the back of the figure looks. And we are ready to discuss transformation. So as for transformation into vehicle form or Cybertron vehicle form, so let's start with the head unit by moving it backwards that way. And we're going to open the back section. So just take a hold of the back section this way. So 1 and 2. It opens that way, and there's going to be the cavity for the head unit. So just fold the head unit in that way and store it back in. Okay, so as for the forearms, we're going to rotate the forearms this way to allow for transformation. Then we're going to rotate the waistline. Okay, so let's check orientation this time. Okay, now for the front section, take a hold of this area and pop it out. As for that section, move it back up for the moment, and you have tab and slots. Okay, so move it forward and connect. So easy peasy. As for the arms, so this is going to be a little bit tricky, but actually once you already do it several times, it's not going to be a problem. So the arms, you have to move it towards center. Okay, so just take hold of this section. So this is in its robot mode, actually that way. So take hold of this section and you're going to move it backwards towards you. Okay, so you have to move it in that way because you're going to collapse that section, and actually you have tab and slot. Okay, so let's do one arm first. So for connection, that section and press. Okay, so we have one arm collapsed. So just do the same with the other arm, and as you could see, okay, so connect these two sections as you bring the arms towards the vehicle. Okay, so let's check orientation. Now with regards to the forearms, so the forearms is positioned right now this way. So you see those two pegs and a peg and slot, I mean, so not these two pegs but only one, that peg Concentrate on that and bring it to center and connect. There you go. And as for this section, move it downward that way and slot it. Okay, now we're ready to move towards the legs. As for the legs, so let's check orientation. So that's going to be the vehicle form. So just move it that way. So that's going to be the spoiler of the vehicle form. Now, hence transformation, why this the shin cavity? Because you're going to collapse that in that way. Okay, so let's check connection points. So peg, slot, peg, slot, and there's going to be another peg and slot. Okay, so as you move this section inwards, as you move it up, so let's check back orientation this way. So you're going to align it with the peg, and the slot, and make sure that the forearm moves in towards the cavity. Okay, so next, so same trick. So all of the pegs that I have shown earlier, so we're just going to align all of that, and the last two is going to be this section. Connect those and check for alignment. So we're almost done that way. Okay, and squeeze the side of the leg and check out the alignment of the wheels. Okay, so they are nicely aligned. Now the roof. So just take a hold of this section and move it that way, and just push downward. So we have peg and slot. Okay, okay, we're almost there. Oops. Okay, there you go. Easy peasy. Okay, now once you've done the vehicle form, it's very easy to transform in robot form. Okay, as for the weapon system, so if you wish to store the weapon system, we have two attachment points, so the front and the back. So choose your poison or position. Oops, okay, so I correct myself. That is not a slotting point for the weapon system. It's just going to be the back section. Okay, so let's transform this guy back into robot form. Okay, so we're going to start with the last item, which is going to be the roof. Okay, so once again, let us check orientation. So let's start with the roof. So you're going to detach that and you're going to fold it back in. Okay, so that is the starting point for transformation. Next, we're going to detach the leg. So unpeg this section and take a hold of this section to unpeg that section and move the leg out that way. Okay, and of course the foot. So just do the same thing with the other leg. Okay, check orientation. Oops. Okay, there you go. Now let's move towards the arms. Okay, so this section, you're going to unpeg that, and you're going to move it out or slide it out. Okay, there you go. And do the same thing with the other arm. Okay, now for transformation purpose, correct these sections already. So rotate those. Well, you could also do it last actually. Okay, so let's check orientation. So back of the foot, front of the foot, we have the chest section. So we're going to rotate that. Okay, we're almost there. So we're going to leave this section. Oops. Anyway, there you go. So that easily detaches that way. So break it on this section first. Okay, now peg, slot, and connect or press. Okay, so let's check orientation. Now we have only one piece to take care of, which is going to be the head unit. So take a hold of the back section, open, and reveals the head, and rotate. Snap in and snap the back in that way. So we have Bumblebee in his humanoid or robot form. So if you like this review, like, comment, and subscribe to help me grow my channel. And see you on the next action figure or custom action figure review.